As we do each board meeting, we're now going to hear a story of an Ohioan affected by addiction. Frequently, we hear that from parents about their adult children heart-wrenching struggles to survive the opiate crisis. Today's story is different. How a woman endured a dark childhood marred by her parents' addictions and emerged stronger with a deep understanding of the empathy and understanding needed to help those affected by drugs and alcohol. Gracie Foreman grew up in Franklin County, the daughter of one successful people whose lives were shattered by addiction. Gracie's father had been a boat salesman and her mother owned a dog grooming business. But both were battling addictions to opiates, alcohol, and other drugs by the time she was born. During Gracie's childhood, both her parents were in and out of detox programs in jail. Along the way, her mother sold almost everything out of their house to pay for her addiction, down to the carpet in a refrigerator. As a child, Gracie remembers time spent sleeping on a dirty concrete floor. As her parents broke up, Gracie lived with her father, but his addiction continued thanks in part to several back surgeries that fueled his need for pain pills. When Gracie broke her arm, her father trained her to fake pain to her doctors so they would prescribe her additional pain meds. Left on her own, Gracie started working at a young age to support herself. At one point, as a teenager, she forged her mother's signature just so she could get an apartment and have a place to live. When Gracie turned 18, her mother survived a near-deadly fentanyl-laced overdose, only to die 3 months later after overdosing on cocaine and opiates. She was 46 years old. Eventually, Gracie's work ethic and lifelong love for animals led her on a remarkable professional path. She successfully applied for a job at the Ohio State's College of Agriculture's swine operations in Dublin in suburban Franklin County. Despite, in her own words, knowing little or nothing about agriculture or livestock, she worked hard and became the swine operations facility manager. Today, Gracie works as both an auctioneer and a realtor. She's also married and lives in Perry County with her husband and their 3 sons. Gracie is a compassionate person who knows that her parents loved her and wanted more for themselves, but she also understands that what they were battling was bigger than them. Gracie says that growing up, teachers and other role models helped her understand that her environment wasn't normal, and that others' more positive situations were possible. As a result, she's passionate about working with children and young adults to support them as they journey on paths away from dysfunction and addiction. She wants them to know that while those paths can be lonely, there is always hope. We thank Gracie for sharing her story with us. Her experience shows us the importance of understanding that addiction is a disease, that blaming those suffering from addiction helps no one, and that children growing up surrounded by drug addiction need all the support they can get. Thank you.